Hello. Best way to read a swing trading chart clearly. I will say that you, you can read, it's good to read your chart through the lens of the um, strategy you are going to use to swing trade that stock. So when we come to our watch list here, and today is December 6th, 2025, we are going to analyze those three stocks, and later we might come back and do those three that I did yesterday. CBRE is the first one. We are going to use maximum daily chart, and when I'm looking at CBRE, because I swing trade using long option long swing trading strategy, I have trend lines on the chart, more precisely a valley line passing by the valley of the mountain that the chart is drawing, and that is, and I pick some to buy at, and this one is the one that I picked to buy the stock at. Therefore, when I'm trying to read the chart, I'm trying to compare, because I do not have the stock already in my portfolio I want to buy. I'll compare where the price is to where I want to buy, and then I'll compare where the price is to all-time high, because I'm using a maximum daily chart. It's going to show me all-time new high if it's, if it can fit within the time frame that is on the screen. When we are looking at CBRE, we know that yesterday the market closed on red. The price went down yesterday. The price at the end of the day was lower than the price in the morning when the markets opened. We have the date on the x-axis from the past to the present, and the price on the y-axis from 0 up. So the price went down yesterday. The price is closer to all-time high than it is to where I want to buy. So it pulled back from all-time high and start going up and pull back a little bit. It could well still be on its way going up. Is nowhere near what I want to buy, and I don't think it's really here to come down, and it could well be resting on or following the support line, supporting the upside wall of the mountain. It didn't even pull back to it yet. It's still higher up. So therefore, this is not a buy. So that is the way I find best for me to read the chart, having in mind the strategy I want to use to trade it. I will try to understand what the chart is doing to see if it's really for me to buy, and if I have in my portfolio, to see if it's really for me to sell. For me, it's all about watch the chart and trying to, with the understanding of the strategy you want to use to trade that stock, because I might say this is not a good one for me to buy, but it could be a good one for somebody else to buy based on the strategy that person is using. We might interpret the chart a different way as well. So this is not a buy for me. It's still going up. The next one we are going to analyze is CL. It's highlighted on my portfolio. That could mean I purchased it. So when I'm looking at CL, is raw close to the value line I like to buy at. Yesterday the price went up. It closed on green. The price at the end of the day was higher than the price in the morning when the markets opened. But still, when you look at it, it has a downtrend to it. So it's close to the value line. The all-time high was last year, and it put all the way to the value line and could well linger there for a while and start going up from there. So we have an arrow there showing that we purchased it. So since it's close to the valley line, we can take a look at it. So we purchase it on that green here, pretty much about the same price as where it is now, or a little bit higher than that, but it's still around that area. So if this is the stocks you are interested in, could be the time, to buy it. The next time the market is open, you might buy some share, even if that's just one, to practice with it. The things with this stock is more like a long-term type of stocks. You can swing through it, or you can buy it using swing trading strategy, but don't expect to sell it in the same year. Although I purchased it here this year, that's 2025, I purchased it there and I sold it there, and I made profit on it, but it was a good thing because it continued to go down. So, and I just let it be until it came down and start going up, and I purchased it there. But you see, it continued up a little bit and pull back again. But this is the valley line that I like to buy at. This morning while I was showering, I was thinking about this, and I'm saying to myself that going into 2026, my strategy, I might tweak it a little bit. When I decide that I'm going to buy at a valley line, that is the line I like to buy at. When the stock pull back to it, making lower lows and touch base with it, if I'm comfortable with it, I will make my purchase there, because I choose to buy at that valley line. I may now wait to see if the stock start going up before I buy. I'll try a little bit to see how it turns out, but that is just my personal opinion. You just have to decide for yourself. It's good to wait to start seeing a changing direction, like it start going up. Could be an indication that it's done going down and it's getting ready to start going up before you buy, so that you do not enter early. But I'm okay entering it early. Therefore, when I decided that this is the support line I'm comfortable buying, that just means that is the price I'm comfortable paying for that stock. So I will make my purchase, and just wait to see how far lower their stock will continue to go before we'll be ready to start going up. And as I was thinking about past trade, I said to myself that it takes about 3 months. Once I make a purchase, the stock might linger there, or I could just expect that I will be negative. I will have unrealized loss for about 3 months before the stock will be ready to start going up. And that will be my expectation, and then compare what will actually happen to that, and see, from there, how can I improve it even better. But that is a strategy I'm thinking. That is like my entry strategy that I like to add to my swing trading strategy. Buy at the valley line and expect it to be in the trade a little bit early, about 3 months or so. That means being negative in the trade for about 2 months before it becomes positive, and see from there. Excuse me. And if I buy at a support line, there is other support line at the bottom that there is a chance it might go to. I might decide for the budget that I allocate to swing trade with, I might decide to buy half at that valley line and buy the other half at the next valley line. Could be an option as well. So this one is still in the buying zone. It's close to the valley line than it is to the all-time high. And the reason why I say this is a long-term, I like to call it short-term investment, but still buying it with swing trading strategy. And that is why we are buying it at this valley line. That is a swing trading strategy I'm using to invest in this, is because it could take a while. It could take a year and a half, or maybe a year, Last time he touched base with this valley line, which was in 2023 October, it reached here in September 2024. So it could well go up for about a year before it will be done and start going down. We are going to see if it's going to do that this time, but we are buying it right there, and we do not anticipate to sell it for many months. So we'll see if it'll be able to sell it in 2026, you know. But yeah, that is CL. Yeah, it is a buy for it. And we are not even going to think about, because again, we are not thinking about paying the best price for it at all, but just buy it close to the valley line. CMG is highlighted because it must be in our portfolio. Okay, CMG, yesterday the price went down, but as we are looking at it, is going down from that new high. It went up, pull back, and so forth. Went up, pull back, went up, and pull back. So right now it's below this valley line. It went quite below it and start going up from there. So it's around this valley line, but we can go on maximum monthly chart to see there is another valley line here. So we don't know if it's going to want to come down to this valley line, both originally from the same area. So it could well just decided to start going up from here, just like it might decided to come down here. But both are the same time, the same many years along. We are going to continue observing it, and we purchase it, and we have not sold it yet. So I believe we purchased it there. So again, around this support line, which should not to be a support line supporting the upside wall of the mountain, it's not a valley line. It could well connect it to this low as well, but still we purchased it there and it was done. So first we purchased it somewhere there, it pulled back on us, and we sold it there, and then we purchased it again here, and it was just pretty much done. It pulled back to this valley line or support line supporting the upside wall of the mountain, and pulled back to this valley line, and we bought it again there. We bought it there and it pulled back down. So we are just going to continue observing it. If we touch base with the valley line at the bottom, we might decide to buy some more. Otherwise, it might just from here, start going up from there. And again, we made this purchase in October. So October, we are in December. So again, giving it 3 months to see if that's a good estimate for that to come back up, or if it's going to continue going lower to touch base with the other valley line. So this, you just have to decide for yourself if you wanted to buy it where it is. It's not really supported by anything at this point. If you want to buy around this valley line, then you could buy it now. If you want to buy at the valley line below, then it's worth waiting to see if it's going to touch base with it, or if it's going to come back down, if it's going to come back up to here. But that is for this one. The next one we are going to analyze is going to be the one we analyzed yesterday, but the mic didn't work. So this time I'm not even using the mic because it's not the first time I record a video, and turned out that the audio was not captured at all. So we are going to analyze VX. So I prefer an audio that is now smooth to a video without audio at all. So therefore I'm going to record without a mic and just use the computer mic. It's a brand new computer, kind of pricey one, and it has a very good mic that it is okay. Again, I'm not a perfectionist. I prefer the work done than the work done perfectly. As long as I'm pleased with the quality, that is fine for me, and I'll just keep improving it from there. So BX is close to the valley line, but has not touched base with it yet. So in the way I will interpret this is still going down. Okay, so it came back down here. It didn't touch base. You can see here too, though it didn't touch base with this valley line. So it came back, it didn't touch base with it, and went up, pull back, went up, and pull back and start going up. So this pullback is a little bit higher than this one. So it could well be that it's, that's just how far lower it decided to come down, and it is on its way up, but it's going to continue doing those zigzag. We are just going to continue observing it, and we could have, we didn't purchase it around here. It's still closer to the valley line than it is close to the high, but buying it somewhere here, there is a chance it could pull back lower. Again, I'm not entirely sure, but this is something that if I can say that, well, it could well be on its way up. Therefore, I'm okay buying it where it is, and that is the decision I could make for myself. And you just have to see if you are comfortable buying it where it is. We are having higher lows where it is now. That red is higher than this one, which is higher than this one, and so forth. But again, it did it here before it pulled back here, so it could just be it's going to continue doing that. We see a lot of zigzag on it, so it could just be that it's something that I like to do those zigzag. So we can go to maximum monthly chart to see if there is another one. Yeah, this, I don't think it's going to come all the way down here, but I just, at the same time, I feel like it didn't really touch base with the valley line the way it touched base with it around here. So, but again, because it's not a line, it's an area, it could just be how, that's how low it wants to come down. Therefore, it could well be on its way up. So, therefore, if you want to buy, it could be the time to buy. And it could well, let's see, if we activate this line, instead of touching that really tip, let's move it around a little bit. It won't change much, but yeah, if I have money in the account, I could buy one share and just let it be and observe it. The thing is, when it's leaving the valley line, it could be on its way up for about 2 years. So it touched base with it, so it has way to go. So therefore, yeah, buying a share of it and just let it there and see, what comes out of it, if how long it's going to, continue wandering around here before start going up, and see. So I will say this will be a buy as well during the week if you can afford to buy one share and just let it be. But keep in mind that it could well turn around and pull back a little bit before going up again. But that is a possibility. So this one here, I'm going to, no, not that one. I'm going to make a red out of it. So the next one is KC. So KC, again, reading this chart, we are going to play, say, in contents, is far from where we want to buy. and closer to the new high. So therefore is continue to go up. We have a supporting line here supporting the upside wall of the mountain is claiming, and is, so we are just going to say is still going up, and we do not want to swing through using short up trend line. So therefore it's not much we are going to do with it. It is an opportunity to sell if you have in the portfolio, depending on when you purchase it, and if you are comfortable for the amount of profit you accumulated so far. But as for buying it based on long option or swing trading strategy, it is not the time for us to buy. CATS. So CATS again is closer to all-time new high than it is to the value line that we like to buy at. So therefore, it is not a buy. And you can even see yesterday it reached all-time high. So it is more so of an opportunity to sell depending on where you purchase it, and if you are okay for the profit you accumulated so far. But it's not an opportunity for us to buy. It's far from where we want to buy. So this is in my opinion, and based on the way I trade it, is my best way to read a swing trading chart clearly. And it's all about trying and keep improving it. And I like to swing trade the same stock over and over and over so that I can familiarize myself with their chart pattern. And I like to read those charts in connection to the swing trading strategy I'm going to use to trade it or to trade them. Thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for all your comments, and thank you for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and ninasoap.com our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just start small and grow your account from there. What I like to do is make profit from each swing trade. Therefore, I don't like to set a stop loss to sell at a loss, and I like to focus on adding quality stock to my watch list that I can swing trade. If I purchase it at a higher price, I just let it build in the portfolio until it becomes positive and continue accumulating profit from there until I sell it. So thank you for your time. We are organizing an online workshop, small group online workshop, where you can practice swing trading. Excuse me. You can practice analyzing stocks to see if any is well positioned for you to buy. If you are interested, please check it out on our online store. The list is in the description of the video. Excuse me. For more of our swing trading tips, please check the playlist in the description of this video. Thank you.